Okay, so good evening, welcome. And today we'll be looking at some sales copies and breaking them down to see their components, see why they work, and see how they were written, what made them, compelling and powerful and all of that. So I'll be sharing my screen. I'll be sharing my screen. So you won't see my face. Oh, I'm trying to share my screen. Okay. All right. So we'll be analyzing one of my copies today. We'll be analyzing one of my copies today. Okay. I believe you can see my screen now. So I will just take you to the page that has the copy. This page still being built. It's still being we are still putting a finish to the page. But let's quickly run through the copy on the page, and not just the copy, but everything about the page, all the elements on the page, so that you see why these elements were used and make your how they can help you when you're writing your own copy or you're building your own sales page or sales funnel. Now, this is actually a two-page sales funnel. Okay, it's pre-sale page and a sales page. So I did not want to just jump into selling directly because people that are coming may not know me, really maybe if I'm running Facebook ads, or they may not have known me enough to trust me to buy from me. Okay, so that's why I first of all had a pre-sale page before a sales page. So the pre-sale page is like a way to nurture these leads or these people coming maybe from a Facebook advert or from a YouTube advert or even from a WhatsApp advert from anywhere around here to just sell to them immediately. It's not that it will not work, but it's harder than when you prime them, when you warm them up. Okay, if you followed what I shared on my WhatsApp status today, I talked about sales funnel sequence, and the sales funnel sequence is all about priming people. It's all about attracting them first, identifying them first of all, knowing who is the right person to target, the person that needs your product and can afford what we call your ideal prospects. Okay, identifying them and then being able to attract them to yourself using ads or organic methods, and then priming them, nurturing them. Okay, so some people nurture through probably WhatsApp tools, probably a free class or something. But in a sales funnel, your nurturing is done on the page. Okay, so that's what this pre-sale page is doing, basically nurturing, um, building some level of, should I say, trust and credibility, trying to more or less help me connect with this prospect before we start selling. And it's also meant to warm them up a bit. So the first thing on this page, ready to explode your sales. Now it's a very simple, very direct question. Okay, ready to explode your sales. Now anybody that is here on this page, his answer to this question is yes. Here is going to be talking about how to make more sales, how to increase your sales number. That's what this entire copy is for. Okay, is a sales funnel copy. I'll show you how to make more sales for your product. So anybody that is here is going to answer yes. So this question is a rhetoric question, more or less, because if you're answering no, then you should not even be here in the first place. So that question is first of all was put there to make people say yes from the beginning. If you've been selling for a while, you really learned copywriting, you know that making people agree with you right from the start is one of the best things you can do when you're selling for your copy, for your funnel, for whatever. Okay, make people agree with you right from the beginning. That is how you break their resistance bit by bit right from the top. So that's why most times when you're selling, you start with something that is universally agreed or something, even if it's not universally agreed, even if it's something that is divisive, but it's something that your ideal prospect will agree with. So that that kind of thing will draw your ideal prospect to you and repel the kind of people you don't want. Okay, so always use questions or even statements that will get the kind of people you need, your ideal prospect, to agree with you right from the off. So when I say ready to explain yourself, obviously, if you're here and you're the kind of person I'm looking for, your answer is yes. Then this is why they have been selling more than you. Okay. Now, this is why they have been selling more than you. Is a curiosity inducing sub headline, because when I say this is why, that means I'm trying to, I'm telling you that I'm going to give you a reason. I'm going to show you why it seems like everybody else is selling more than you, why you can't sell your product, why you're struggling with selling your product. And obviously, if you're on this page, it's because you're struggling to sell enough of your product as you would like. So I'm already giving you number one, I'm making you curious. Oh, what could be the reason why all these people are selling more than me? And then I'm already kind of promising you that I've figured out why others are doing better than you, and I'm about to show you why others are doing better than you. And if I show you this, obviously it's going to help you, catch up with people, with others that are selling more than you, or even overtake them. So there's curiosity there, there's a promise, there's a future pacing as well. This is why they are selling more than you. For example, you're suffering from cough, for instance, and the doctor tells you this is why you've been suffering from cough. It's almost as if your problem is solved. Because if you can identify the cause of the problem, you're halfway through to solving that problem. Then watch this video carefully and go through this page to discover this proven sales sequence which your competitors are using to make 10 times more sales than you. Now, this is an instruction, and it says you will discover. Discover is a very powerful word. Discover is a trigger word that gets people curious. People want, human beings are naturally curious. We want to discover, to uncover things. So when you use discover, when you use newly revealed, all those kind of words, people get curious. People want to know what you're talking about. Okay, that's why I say discover. So it will make it seem as if this is a secret somewhat. It will make it seem as if this is something that people don't really know much about, and I'm about to share it to you. So there is this exclusivity, there is this hush hush about it, which will increase your curiosity. And obviously, this sales funnel sequence is not something that many people know about. Some people have heard of it, they don't really understand what it is. Some people know of it, but they don't know how to build funnels. They don't even know why they should build funnels. So it is more or less still relatively not so common. Okay. Then I put a video where it's about a 10 minutes video, it's less than 10 minutes, where I laid out 4 ways to sell out your product. The heading is saying 4 ways, the video is saying 3 ways, but it's 3 ways plus a bonus. So that's why there's that discrepancy. It is 3 ways plus one bonus way. So now this video is meant to it's still part of the nurturing, still part of your priming. So if you're here on this page, you've never heard of me before, you don't know me from anywhere. By the time you watch this video and I give you practical information in the video, I give you real value, I give you things that can actually help you start selling your product, it is already endearing me to you. It's already proving, number one, is proving my expertise that okay, I know about sales. I know what I'm talking about. I'm good at this thing. Probably what I will say in this video is not something you heard of, or maybe something you've heard of but you don't understand. So it's already winning me points with you. It's already warming you up towards me. So that's why this video is here, for nurturing purposes, especially for people that don't know me from anywhere before. If it's people that are already part of my audience, they may not even need to watch the video because they already trust me. Okay? Then the video is, and I deliberately kept it short so that people don't wander off. Because if the video was 1 hour, nobody will finish it. So very few people will finish it. It's just about 8 minutes. And in the video, I went straight into 4 things that can help you sell more. And then at the end, I now repeated this instruction that is up here. Read through this page to find out, a proven way to sell a product. So I still repeated it in the video. Then immediately after the video, I put this first button. I want the sales funnel sequence. Okay, so some people will just watch this video and immediately want to get the sequence. See, people have different buying threshold. There are people that want you to explain and explain and explain, give them testimonial, give them testimonial, give them testimonial, assure them before they buy. See, those kind of people run from them because there are times they will buy, they will not put in effort, they will not do anything, and they'll be complaining that it did not work. So those kind of people that want everything to be laid out before they buy, avoid them if you can. So I put this first button here so that for those that will just watch the video and be like, okay, I need this. This guy has hit on something I agree with, I like, I want. And immediately buy now. They don't even need to read the rest. Okay, not everybody has that time. And immediately go to get the sequence. Then I now continue because I know most people will not use this first button, but it's there for those that want to use it. And I said, dear entrepreneur, first of all, I've called out the kind of people I'm looking for. Okay, so if you consider yourself an entrepreneur, once you see this, you know that this is for you. A freelancer is an entrepreneur, a small business owner, you know. So entrepreneur is like a blanket term that will draw you in. That means if you're here and you're not an entrepreneur, if you're here and probably not doing anything, then this may not be for you. So I'm calling out my audience. I'm calling out my prospect, yeah, entrepreneur, and it sounds like a letter. So there is a level of personalization to it. Yes, your name is not there on anything, but your title is there. So it's like, probably, let's say you're writing a copy to a group of doctors, and you say dear doctor, or you say um dear mother, dear father, dear pastor. When you know it's a pastor that's going to read it, it personalizes it to an extent. And I want to say, if you've been selling anything online and making sales has been difficult to you, this is the answer to your prayers. I will be showing you a proven sales funnel system which will ensure you make more sales predictably and constantly. Okay, so I believe you understand why I went straight in, pointing out the problem and promising a solution, not just promising a solution, but hinting at how I'm going to give them the solution or what the solution is without actually revealing it. So I've pointed out a problem. If you're selling online and you're not making sales, that's the problem. That's why you're here. You know that. And now I'm telling you that I know that as well. Then I promise you that this is the answer to your problem. This is what you need. I'll show you a proven sales funnel system that will make you have sales. So I'm telling you the result. I'm telling you what I will do for you. And I'm also telling you how I will do it using a sales funnel system. Yes, maybe at this point you don't understand what it is, but I've already given you a hint. So it's like you're coming to me, you're telling me, okay, maybe you're looking for a product to lose weight, and I'm writing a copy. I can tell you, okay, I will help you lose 50 pounds in 3 days with the ABBA formula. Okay, now I've mentioned your problem, I've told what the solution would be, and I've told you what the solution is, the ABBA formula. You may not know what the formula is, we'll still go on to explain it, but I've told you about it. Okay, so that's what is doing. And this background here is just to disrupt the white background so that it's not, if it's white all through, it gets boring when people are reading it. This is just to bring some kind of distortion, make a difference so that your eye comes across something different, a darker background with a picture in it, before you go on. Then before I tell you how this solves your problem, I will share some stories with you. Okay, now I'm sharing stories to still personalize it, and of course, you know that stories is one of the most powerful way to connect with your audience, with your prospect, with whoever is reading your copy or listening to your speech. So the stories are very short and straight to the point. This first one, you can read it. I may not read it out, but it's about somebody, a freelancer that learned a skill and cannot sell the skill, cannot make money from the skill. Okay, so if you read this story, it's a very short story, you can see it, and you are a freelancer, it immediately connects to you. You immediately know how this feels. You learn a skill, you learn graphic design, you even learn copywriting, and you are not making any money from it. So you immediately know that I'm talking to you. And I even put this picture to kind of make a graphic representation of the frustration these people face. Then the second one is people that sell products online. Now I use fashion products, but it could be any physical product basically. So people that sell clothes, shoes, and other physical, maybe health products online. So I even went on to explain what they do. They flood people's DMs and groups with pictures of their products, begging people to buy and all of that, and they don't sell. So if you're in this category as well, maybe you're not a freelancer, but you sell physical products online, this part of the story will hook you to connect with you. And you know that, okay, this guy knows me. You see, this is what some pastors do very well. If they're able to tell you your problem, they know they've got you. Not even only pastors, even many of these people that peddle miracles all around. They may not have a solution, but they know that if they can tell you your problem, have you hooked. So that's why many a times they go around guessing, they go around some even carry out investigation before you come to the church or for the program to know what your problem is. So that if they can tell you, okay, you lost your job and you truly lost your job, bam, they've got you. And if anything they say you should do, you will do. So if you read this, it connects with you. You know, okay, yes, okay, this guy understands what I'm facing. And this picture is just to emphasize and make a graphical representation of um, somebody frustrated selling online. And then the next one is somebody that sells info products, books, courses, classes, but does not make enough sales. Okay, it hardly sells, and it's still the same frustration and all. So if you're in this category too, it hope you. So you see, with this story, I've brought out three different categories, and if you're in any of them, it will hook you. If you're not in any of them, then it's likely you're not even part of the people I want to sell to in the first place. So, all you see as I use pictures, always think of how to use pictures in your sales page or sales funnel. Now, there's something I'm noticing. Although I told you the page is still being built, I'm going to add a kind of boundary to this page so that it doesn't. You see, this way there's no boundary that if it's extending from one end of the screen to the other. But I'll put a boundary. Let me show you something like this. You see this one, you see where my cursor is. I'm going to do something like this when I'm done with the page. I'm going to do something like this so that you know where the text starts from and where the text ends. That you're not just reading, um, it's not just plain like that, but that will be when the page is done. This is we're here to analyze the copy. Okay, so after that, and I went for I see I changed background again so that your eye doesn't get used to white so that you don't just glaze over the rest of the text. So that when things keep changing, they remain interesting. So, does this story sound a bit like yours? Have you been struggling to sell? I now started agitating. There's a formula called PASO, problem, agitate, solution, outcome. That's kind of what I employed here. Although I don't write with formulas, but looking at this copy now, I'm seeing the formula falling into place here. So I pointed out the problem. Now I'm agitating the problem. Now I'm making the problem worse. I am pouring salt on top of this injury. So you've done many things, you've taken classes, you've bought courses, you've tried different strategies, different gimmicks, nothing is working. And you're asking yourself, what is the problem? What are you doing wrong? Wow, that's making sales and you're struggling. All these things, anybody that's struggling with sales, these are the kind of things running through their mind. So this is why I teach my students that a copywriter is more or less a mind reader. You should know what your readers are thinking about, what will be running through their head. This is the kind of questions they will be asking themselves. Obviously, there are more questions, but these ones are among them. And then there's a picture again showing frustration um, doing business online. Then I now went on to give you hope. Today is your lucky day. I will give you an answer to this problem. I will show you how you can change all that and begin to sell out your goods consistently, predictably. Okay, so um, then I now reassured you that this thing is not hard. Okay, sales is easy if you have the right system in place. Okay, and then urgency discount bonuses, they are good, but the system is better. The one thing you should learn is when you're selling, try not to discredit other things, or let's say discredit what your audience have been using, your prospect has been using before. Because even if what you're saying is true, it will just seem like you're trying to badmouth your competitors, or downgrade, talk down on your prospect. So don't come out and tell them that you've been using crap before, what you're using before was rubbish, what you're doing before was nonsense. Because you're either going to come across as saying, as what you're saying is that the company they were with before, or maybe the person they were working with before, doesn't know what they are doing, or they themselves don't know what they are doing for working with them or doing what they did. So never talk bad of your competitors, or just, you can say it's good, but what you have is better. Okay, so you're acknowledging what they are doing before is okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but this is better. So it gives you kind of class. It gives you this kind of class and prestige and all of that. Okay, so I brought out this question. I made it red. I closed that answer. I even underlined it. Are you satisfied with the number of sales you are currently making? Okay, so after you've done all these things, you've used all these methods. Are you satisfied with the result you're making? Then there's another button. No, I want to get the sales funnel. At this point, some people have already seen their problem. They've already seen I have a solution for them, and they may want to go and check it out immediately. Okay, so that's why I put the button. So another thing you will learn here is, if you're designing a sales page or a sales funnel, always put multiple. Don't just wait to put your button at the end. So people may not read to the end. So scatter your buttons. I learned this from Ogide. Okay, Ogide is my boss. I'm learning this from him. So um, always scatter several buttons. Somebody can get here and decide to click on this. You may not want to read to the end. Okay, then um, and I turn to, why should you get this sales funnel sequence? Okay, so why is what I'm about to show you? Remember now, since I've been teasing them. I've been teasing them. I've been telling them, I want to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you, but I've not actually shown them. This is the trick that most magicians and hypnotic speakers use. They keep teasing you. They keep telling you something's coming. This is what I want to tell you. This is what I want to share. This is what I want to give. This is like the most important part of this. And as long as you have not revealed that thing, they will hold your attention until they are ready to reveal it. So don't be in a haste when you're writing copy, you're designing a sales page. Don't be in a haste to reveal, to let the cat out of the bag. Okay? Tease them, keep your attention. So I now went on to explain why this sales funnel sequence, or why a sales funnel is better than selling randomly using random techniques. Okay? So you can read through, I may not read everything, but basically I'm just letting them know that you've not been selling before because you're using random techniques. You're just using tactics. You use this one today, you use that one tomorrow. But those people that are selling more than you have a system in place that is predictably bringing them leads and sales. Okay. Then I even went on to further talk about the problem. How does your lack of sales make you feel? Frustrated, depressed, sad, angry, all those kind of things. Then I let you know that I've been in your shoe before. Okay, it's still to connect with you, and it's true. I've also struggled with sales when I started. So it lets you know that okay, this person has been where I am. This person understands. This person started from the trenches with me. Okay, so we easily connect with people that we feel understand us. So I let you know that I've also been in that shoe. I also struggled with sales, and this was how I felt. I doubted myself. My self-esteem was low. I lost belief in myself because I know that most people that are struggling with sales are also facing that kind of thing because I faced it, and I've also had people come to me to complain of the same thing. So always let your audience know that you understand them. Make them get into their head and when I say get into their head, I'm not trying to say to manipulate them, but let them understand that you understand them. So if you read this, you know that I know how you feel. I've been where you are. I know how bad, how frustrating, how depressing it can be. Okay. Then I said, have you gotten to this point yourself? Are you at this knife edge? So still I'm pushing me towards the edge. If you're writing a novel, they call it a cliffhanger. I'm pushing you towards the edge of the cliff. So I'm still, the drum roll is still getting higher, 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 higher. So are you about to call it quits? Are you about to quit? Are you about to give up? Wait, I have the solution for you. Okay, I have the solution for you to help you start making steady, consistent sales. Okay? Then this is kind of a testimonial from my own. When I discovered this, it changed my sales game. I began to see results. I taught people and they saw results. So this is a testimonial. You can see is a screenshot. I wasn't the one that typed it. It was one of my students that uh, took the course, um, got results. So this testimonial is to establish credibility. Because I told you that I've used it. I've made multiple 6, 7 figures using the system, and I've also taught people, and they have also made money from me. So this is proof. So always use proof. Always use proof. And if you can use video better. If you can't use video, screenshot. Don't type it by yourself because it's going to look. It can be misinterpreted that you just did something up. So screenshot it. You can see this is clearly WhatsApp. The date and everything is there. Okay. And this sales funnel secret is my secret weapon, but I'm willing to share it to you because I want to help you. But then, do you want to be helped? Will you do what it takes to change your story? So I'm telling you that this is close to my heart. This is something personal. This is something I value a lot. So what this is doing is it's increasing the value of what I'm about to share. I'm letting you know that this is not just something I give out anyhow. This is not just something you can see anywhere. Then I also turned the whole thing on you. Are you ready to be helped? Are you ready to do what you need to do? So it's not just about me wanting to help you. Do you want to be helped? It's the way of bringing your prospect into the story, making them sit up, pay attention, and ask themselves important questions. I even went on to say if you cannot answer that question in the affirmative, if you're not ready to do what it would take to change your story, then just go. I don't need your time. Okay? But if your answer is yes, then this system is for you, and I'm about to give you a reason to celebrate. And I put picture there, you know, that's something for your eyes to feast on. And do you want this? Again, another button. Okay? At this point, most people will already click on it. I mean, you've seen the testimonial, you've seen that I understand what you're going through, you've seen that I've used it to get results for myself and for students. So at this point, most people will say yes. At this point, there is desire. The only thing now is the amount. How much is it? Okay. So after that, I still went on and made a little explanation about what a sales funnel sequence is. Okay. And just went on. So this part, even if you remove it, I don't think it will make much of a difference. But it just further breaking down how everything works, telling you that okay, this has worked for me, that has worked for people. And if you act fast with what I'm about to reveal to you, you will see massive results. So again, I'm making a promise. Again, I'm making a promise. If you act fast, meaning there's a part that you have to play. You need to act, and you need to act fast. So it's not something you take 5 years to do. It's not something you ignore. You need to act, and you need to act fast. Okay, you will see massive result. And I put another picture again, and I also said the same thing. You need to ruthlessly implement so that you understand that this will not work if you don't work. I made it clear there. So all this thing I'm showing you here is to let you know that this is not a Ponzi scheme. This is not something that you just enter and expect it to magically make money for you. You need to work. And this is also helping to prove how credible this particular system or course is. Okay, it's not a get rich quick or something that spins money from the air. Okay, then and I went on to engage the power of your imagination. Imagine with me for a minute that with this system, you triple your sales every month. Okay, I've now I'm trying to do some future pacing. Just imagine that you're able to go from 10 items to 30. I even said you can do much more, but I'm trying to just be modest. So I'm trying not to hype and overblow everything. How will it feel for you personally? Now, it's still all about getting these people emotionally fired up, getting them, let them begin to see themselves having achieved this result. Let them begin to see all that is possible when they achieve this result, when they begin to sell more, when they begin to get more customers, get more leads. Okay, how will it feel for you personally? Okay, so if you read this, it says others other than all the extra money you will get. How about the freedom? How about knowing that you finally cracked the sales code, knowing that you finally figured out how to make sales online, and the feeling of no longer doubting yourself, no longer feeling useless, no longer, proving to people that doubted you that you have what it takes to succeed. So how would that feel? So your prospect to take time to really connect with his or her emotions at this point, and that's good for your sales. Okay. So how much would that put mean to you? Can you put a monetary value on it? So I'm already implanting in your head that there's money attached to this. There's a monetary figure you're going to pay. But I'm now leaving it to your discretion, your imagination to imagine how much do you think this is worth. I've not mentioned any price, but to you, how much do you think is worth? Right? Then again, another testimonial. So it's all about stacking credibility. Another testimonial. This is another one. This is another one. People getting results. People getting results. So um, this thing works out, but you have to want it. Do you want it? I believe all those things. So someone that has gotten here and wants it will just click that they want it. Someone that has gotten here and does not want it, then they won't go off. So this first page is to pre-sell, to know the people that actually want it. Anybody that's gotten to this point has the desire. Now, the only thing that will stop them from buying is whether they have the money or not, but they already have the desire to buy. Okay, so when I want it, we just click on this and then we'll go to the next page. This page is loading, and now that's down the after sales page where the prices of everything and everything they will get in the funnel is now revealed. So that page is now about the funnel itself. That page is now about the funnel itself. So, congratulations. You just made the right decision to put an end to your sales struggle. Click the button below to get access to this proven sales funnel. So, immediately at the beginning, there's already a button to. If you click this button now, it will take you to the checkout page immediately. Okay, so some people just get here and buy. And for those that will get here and maybe are not yet still ready to buy, we still go on. Now, we now present the ultimate smartphone sales funnel course. Okay, the complete no-fail system of predictably selling out every single time by effortlessly taking the right people from strangers to repeat customers. That's what the whole funnel is all about. And then testimonials immediately. that we see that okay, people are actually taking this course and they're actually loving it. They're actually getting massive results from the course. Then what is the sales funnel? Since I'm talking about sales funnel, sales funnel, sales funnel, this is where you now break it down. Is where you now break it down and explain what a sales funnel actually is. Okay. Now, this is the result. Now, one of the stories I talked about in the first page was about somebody that is selling physical product that could not sell. Now, this is a testimonial of that same person coming back to say that this course, this sales funnel system has helped them um, sell more of their product, get more sales. So at this point, you're just seeing proof that this is actually working for people. I mean, I used somebody's story in the beginning. That story was crafted from somebody that came to me complaining that she was not selling. And then after she took the course, this was her result or her testimonial. Okay, that she's getting more customers to buy what she's selling. Okay, so then I went on to review exactly what the masterclass, the course will reveal to people that take the course. Okay, what would they learn? What would they get? Because people always want to know, okay, as I'm buying this, what am I getting? What am I getting? So these are more or less the features of the product and they're important. So everything is here. Um, everything else. This is not even all of them, but this is like the core things they will learn. So there is something called layering when you're writing your copy or when you're selling. It doesn't make sense to present all your offers at once. It's always good to layer your offers. Present it one by one. Present one, you hit your prospect, they're like, wow, this is big. You present another one, they're like, wow, you add again, add again, add again, add again. So all those you're just blowing them, blowing their minds again and again and again. When they think, oh, this is already too much, you still add again. This is already too much, you add again. It's really going to push them off the fence more than if you just present everything once. Okay, so that is called layer. So this is like the core offer or the core component of the course, and then get the course now. So you've seen what you're going to get. You've seen people getting results. Oh yeah, go ahead and get the course. And then if you still want more details, okay, this is how the sales funnel process works. So I went on to explain it. You identify your customer, the right person for you, then you attract them through quality lead generation, you nurture them, and then you craft offers, you close them, and all of that. If they're not buying, you troubleshoot. Okay. So because this course talks about both the psychology and the implementation of sales funnels. Okay. So we didn't just in this course, this is a live course actually. This is a course we're actually selling right now. So if you're here and you're struggling with sales, I'll drop the link. Do well to also go and check out the course. You can even see the link on your screen. So you can copy it from there. Just look at this place. You can just copy it from there and go and get the course. Okay. So we didn't just start teaching people, okay, this is how you build a sales page. Just go and then drag this and drop here, do this and do that. No, we first of all taught the psychology behind a sales page. Okay, the psychology about behind identifying the right people to send to your page, the psychology behind pre-selling and nurturing leads. Because if you understand the psychology, then you can um, design a pre-sale page that will actually do what it's supposed to do. If you understand the psychology behind selling, making offers, and closing deals, then your sales page will be far more effective. You'll be able to craft strong offers on your sales page and close more sales. Hand right there on the page and close more sales. Okay. So in the course, we first of all taught the psychology, the understanding of sales and sales processes, because sales funnels are built on a process. They are built on a principle. So we taught the principle first. That's all this first part you're seeing before we now went on to teach the practical, okay, how you can use your smartphone That's why it's called the smartphone sales funnel course. How you can now use your smartphone to design sales pages. Okay, so this is just explaining the process. Always, I teach my copywriting students, always explain to your prospect how your product works. Okay, people want to understand. Yes, people buy on emotions and justify by logic, but logic is also there. So people want to understand how this thing works. Even if they don't understand it completely, they will want to have an idea how this thing work exactly. So try to at least give them that 10%, 20%, 30% explanation to help reduce their resistance and doubts. Okay, so this picture, like someone that is excited about what they are getting, and then another promise: you don't have to feel like a failure, you don't have to struggle. There's no need to keep. It's a promise, promise. Get the funnel now. Then I began to answer certain questions. When is the training holding? Where is the training holding? And the training is held in a Facebook group. Okay, so if you get access to this, whether you're watching this now, if you get access to the training, you just go to the group and watch all the modules one by one, learn all the modules, and then when you finish learning, you now also take the course on sales funnel page building and begin to build pages. Okay, then talked about the price and talked about the price, how much is it, and all of that. So the price is actually 50,000 to get the course, 50,000 to get the course. And then I mentioned the price. First of all, I stated the value. Okay, the value of this is minimum 500,000. But because I want to help you, I'm charging a tenth of it. So a tenth of it is 50,000. All right. Then get the course immediately. You see testimonials Okay, sorry. My network went off there. My network, let me share my screen again. My network went off. Okay, so I believe you can see my screen. All right, so let's finish up. So immediately I talked about the price. Then immediately I put more testimonials. Okay, I put more testimonials. People are already getting results from both the course and the bonus courses attached, the other courses, because the course has other things attached to them. But the course has um, many other courses that come with it, many other additional packages. So these are testimonials from people that are getting results, found the course value for their money. Okay, so in case you see the price and you're like, wow, this is much, this testimonial is a way to kind of assure you that okay, maybe the price is much, but it's worth it. Then these are bonuses we get from the course immediately afterwards. So these are the bonuses. When you get your own copy, I'm sure you have bonuses as well. So you list your bonuses, what they will get. So you can see how we are layering the offer. We're giving them the core offer. We give them the bonuses, and then and that's what I said. That's not all you're getting. So you are still there are still bonuses on top of the bonuses. So I gave access to 3 of my sales training as extra bonuses. Okay, so there's free access to the Red Hot Offer Creation Masterclass. Okay, part of having a funnel is knowing how to create offers that sell. So that's what this masterclass will teach you if you get the course. And this is testimonials from people that have taken the offer creation masterclass. This is what they have to say. Then, and lead generation is also another very important part of the funnel, how to generate leads. Okay, so the masterclass is also a bonus. It's also free if you get the sales funnel course. And these are testimonials from people that have taken the lead generation course. And also, another one was a Pendullum challenge, how to make money, steady cash, steady income from your WhatsApp and your knowledge. Okay, so um, these are also testimonials from people that have taken the course. So you get these 3 extra sales training as a bonus if you get the college. So you're showing them that okay, there is a lot more that is here that makes what you're getting here to be worth the price. Okay, but I still went for that to kind of blow their minds again. So you see how we are layering our offer. We make the main offer, we put the price, immediately we put testimonials, then we put bonuses, we add extra bonuses, then we give discount again. 70% discount for those that will get the course today. So if you're watching this right now, if you get the course today, the discount also applies to you as well. So you can get it for just um 15,000 naira instead of 50,000 naira. You're getting a 70% bonus if you're getting it today, a fast action bonus. So you see how everything is being laid out, how everything is being laid out. A picture of someone expressing surprise. Then another button, get the course now. So you everything, this is what you're learning, this is the bonus, this is what people are saying, these are extra bonuses. You get it today, a discount. Or you can't get the course. So that's what that button is for. And once you get the course, this is so now we now selected all the at once. Okay, because we have layered it, we have put them all of them in bits one by one. Now we list out everything at once so that they see the whole bumper package in its entirety. Okay, so everything here is just to convince them to go and buy. All right. So, do you really want to keep going with trial and error? all of that, just to convince them to go and get the course. Okay, this is just a flyer, and then this is just to this warning is to show you that you need to work, you need to put in the work. Okay, you need to do what is necessary to get the results you are looking for. Okay, then go and pay, go and pay, go and pay. So just there's this magic power in repetition. Okay, I think whether it's a law or just a generally agreed theory that people buy after seeing something 7 times. So repetition is very powerful in sales. Whenever you're writing a copy or you're designing a sales page, learn how to repeat certain key things. The things you want people to really take note of, repeat it often, often, and often, so that it sticks strongly in their minds and they remember it to go and do it. So these are payment options. You can pay um, through bank transfer, you can pay through your card, you can pay on seller, you can pay through PayPal. Always give prospects multiple options so that there's no excuse. So that don't go and say, okay, you must only pay through card. Some people will tell you they cannot pay through card and you will lose that sale. So always have multiple options. Then pay now, pay now, pay now. So more repetition, more reminder to get in now. There's some people will still say, okay, these are still extra testimonials. Okay, extra testimonials in case you're not convinced. So all these barrage of testimonials is to get you convinced that okay, these are like I said, all of them are screenshots. It's not made up. These are what people are actually saying. Okay, what people are actually saying. This one says, I've just realized that I've been wasting ads. So she was part of one of these modules in course, and it showed her the right way to generate leads and get uh, results that are worth it. So, and then finally, consider that some people may not be able to pay once. So, we introduced instrumental payment plan, paying twice, paying over 2 weeks. Okay, so um, it's something you can consider. If you are comfortable with instrumental payment plans, then you can also add it so that you're just trying to remove every excuse. So somebody says, okay, I can afford 15,000 at once. My salary is just 20,000. You say, no problem. You can pay 7.5 now, pay 7.5 later. Okay? So you are removing every excuse. Then you tell them, okay, go and get the course. Go and get the course. As a quick reminder, this is everything you are getting. So another repetition. Give them, show them everything they are going to get from the course. Then you tell them about yourself. Okay, who is the person that is hosting this course? We are actually 2 people that have this course, myself and Evans Ken. I handle the psychology part, that's the principal part, okay, and he handled the practical part. So he's the one that will teach you how to build the pages, how to design and everything. The one that taught how to identify the right people, how to generate leads, how to prime your leads, how to make offers and all of that. So both of us handle this course, get it in. Then FAQ, finally, people may have some questions, and of course, you're not the answer. So that's what you're copying for. So some question that I feel people will have, who is this masterclass for? We answer this. It's for people that sell, digital marketers, affiliate marketers, people that sell online. Is it for only those that sell digital products? No, it's not for me because I know people will ask that. What will it do for me? It will show you how to sell more. It will introduce you to a sequence that will help you sell more. Is there a guarantee? Because I know people will ask that. Then I talked about the 30 days money back guarantee. So yes, there's a guarantee. Okay. Yes, there's a guarantee. So of course, if there are more questions that you think people can ask, depending on your copy or your product, we always put it there. So you handle your objections there because you may not be when they are reading the copy or when they are on your sales page, you will not be there. So they cannot ask you questions, and not everybody will be looking for you on WhatsApp. Then finally we end with the last button, go and get the course. Okay, so you see how many times we repeated the button that people actually see why they need to get this. Okay, so that just this is copy, and most copies this is how they are structured. Obviously, Some copies have different structures. Basically, this is how it works, and this is why copies pull in so much sales. All right, so if you're watching this and you've gone through this with me, you've seen all the components of this course. If it's something you need, then go right now and get it for yourself. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. Go right now and get it for yourself. Okay, it's available if you get it today for 15,000 naira, like you saw. So you can get it today and learn how to sell. You can get it today and learn how to sell. So just go to, but if you're watching this, you don't need to go through the page again. So just go to the checkout page and get the course for yourself. Okay, go to the checkout page immediately and get the course for yourself. All right, it's a course that will really explode your sales by introducing you to this sequence. So go to seller.co/USFM, seller.co/USFM, and get it for yourself. 15,000 naira is not too much to invest in something that will give you massive returns in little time. Okay, so and like I told you, I shared today, if you learn how to build sales funnels, you learn psychology, and then you also learn practically how to design sales funnel pages. It's a high income skill that can bring you lots of money. Okay, sales funnel, people that do it are not many. Okay, and people need it, companies need it, brands need it. If you learn this skill, you can offer your services to biggest brands and be paid well for it. The person that's teaching me charges up to $1,000 for a sales funnel. Okay, and just a simple sales funnel. Then imagine if you're designing a complicated one. So go and get the course. I don't want to waste too much time talking about this. You've seen all that is in the course, and you know if you need it or not. So if you need it, you want more sales, you're struggling with sales, this, then go ahead and get it. You've seen the testimonials of other people. So you're not the first person that it will work for, and you will not be the last. All right. Thank you for being here today. If you have questions, drop it in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on the button so that whenever I'm going live, you will know, you'll be notified. Subscribe, turn on the notification button, and like this video. All right. Like this video so that YouTube like this video so that YouTube can show it to more people. So that was it for this night. I will see you some other time. All right. So good night.